Going live on YouTube. Going live on YouTube. Oh, lost it again. Hi guys. Raining cats and dogs here in Sandusky, Ohio. But luckily, I was able to ride the Raptor and Blue Streak before and get home. But like the bus ride home, is when it started. So I'm soaking wet, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Someone's picked a new direction in life, or they finally made a choice after a long freaking period of indecision. It took them getting their heart broken the way they broke your heart to make this decision. They now want to offer the pinnacle to you. And it was supposed to happen this way because this person, you weren't the first person that they broke. They've been breaking hearts their entire life, and you were the last. And they had to know what they did to you in order to understand what it's like to have a broken heart. And now that they understand that you are true love, like you are a gift from God, and now they want to reconcile and make things right with you. And they are definitely carrying the burdens of all the partying and stuff they did with your enemies. It was all fun and games until the rabbit got done. Now your prayers are getting answered. And there's a Leo or a Virgo that wants to come and offer you, propose something to you. Definitely could be a Virgo. They finally got enlightened on what they did, how much they actually hurt you, and who you are to them in this life. They know now that you're their twin. They are resting. Hey girl, how you doing? Oh no. I'm so glad to see you though, Sherry. Like, it's been busy like last couple of days, but I do not forget, especially my moderators. I do not forget my moderators. But someone is resting and they're trying to figure out. They're healing and they're trying to figure out how to approach you to apologize, and they're really hoping that you're going to let them back into your life. They really regret walking away from you, and they regret hurting you in any way, shape, or form. And now it's like they're scared to death that you're going to do exactly to them what they did to you, or what they did to you is being done to them by somebody else, and that's why they're finally able to see how wrong they were for what they did to you. Did you get that job, Sherry? Or have you interviewed yet? This is your Two of Cups, so don't make a decision out of festivity. Oh, sweet. I wish, actually, I want to do a reading on it if you don't mind after I get done with this one. Um, I mean, only if you want me to. I won't do it if you don't want me to. But don't make a decision out of being pissed off or any parts of you that are unhealed from the hurt and the heartache that they served you. Because this is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. Uh, you sure? Honey, I want to do it for you, like, just out of the kindness of my heart. Um, Now, trust me, I'm trying to make money so I can eat. 'Cause I don't get paid for a week, and I'm out of money. So, I mean, I'll take donations, but I'm doing that. I want to do that for you out of the kindness of my heart. Third time's a charm, right? All right. But this person, they are your twin. They are your soulmate. However you resonate. Um, so don't like just shoot them down or reject them just because they did it to you. But don't let them back in instantly either. Like, take it slow. Let it evolve naturally. It's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Have faith in God. Trust and believe that God loves you and that everything is working out. I love you too, Sherry. And everything's working out the way it's supposed to. Everything in God's time and everything in God's will. Like, this is the love of your life, and it'll all get worked out. You both had a lot of lessons to learn. You both were extremely unhealed when you met each other, and you guys had to be separated in order to learn the lessons and to heal and to appreciate each other. So when you came back together, you would be the power couple you were always meant to be. Whoa! That's too many. And trust and believe. It's pouring down. Why do you think my hair's wet? It's raining cats and dogs. I barely got home, like, I mean, I'm soaked, but, uh, my cash app is Yeshua is good 82. Sherry, will you please put it in the comments? I love you, Vision Goddess. But it's Yeshua is good 82. Thank you, Sherry. But your twin, your soulmate, trust and believe they did not get away with a single thing they did to you. And when they come back, they're going to be broken. Like, I mean, they're going through the ego death now. It may seem like they're not because it's taking so long, but trust and believe this person had a very big ego, and not the big ego that Beyonce talks about. Okay, but they are really regretting rejecting you. Thank you, Vision Goddess. I'm so sorry I missed your call the other night. Like, I really wanted. I really wish we could have talked because I really did not want you to take like that one reading I did like the wrong way. But I I got the message the way I got it, and I had to say it the way I said it. But I admit no disrespect to you whatsoever. I was just trying to weed out what I was getting, messages I was getting, and if you felt disrespected at all, please forgive me. I did not mean no disrespect. But tell me I'm right. You drive a red BMW, don't you? I was going through a lot, but I finally got out of that hellhole and that negativity. Like, I finally did it. Everyone's only been asking me to do it for like 6 months, but I finally got it done. Actually, I got the job back in June. I just had to wait it out because it didn't start until, well, last week or this week. But I didn't want to tell anybody either because I didn't want anybody putting the evil eye or mojo on it. You're my favorite. And I know I'm wrong sometimes. Like I can be wrong sometimes, or I get caught up in it. Like, and I sometimes I point like I'm not for sure which way the energy is going. Like so, and especially when I get something like that, and I mean, yeah, I'm definitely. I've learned a lesson the hard way about like telling people shit before it works out. Because if you start talking about stuff when it's still in the incubation process, people will definitely do everything they can to fuck it up. And I've really got to start watching my language too. Now I'm a representative of Cedar Point, and I really got to be careful with my language. Yeah, haters are gonna hate, but they are your biggest fans too, and they're the best free publicity ever. And no one should ever turn down free publicity. Just ask a publicist. um, Someone is really pissed off at themselves because they chose to go against you, and they knew better. But they weren't strong enough, and they were too afraid to go against this group. And it was easier to go against you, even though they loved you. It was easier to go against you because you were singled out and you were alone, and they thought they would be on the winning side because they took that whole strength in numbers, safety in numbers attitude. And boy, were they ever wrong in this occasion. And now every sword that group threw into your back, they're having to pull it out themselves and stick it in their own chest. Yeah, they did the most. They really did. You know, even my dad today wanted to call me and ask me what I was doing in my truck. And I was like, you know, it's awful funny. The minute, just like mom did with my house trailer, the minute I couldn't pull my house trailer off her property, she wanted to bitch and say she didn't want it there anymore. And then 2 days later, it disappeared. And now that I'm gone, and all the time that I've asked for help to either get the truck running properly so I could bring it with me, or to sell it so I could have some money to bring like with me, you didn't want to help me at all. But I'm gone 4 days, and all of a sudden, what are you going to do with your truck? Yeah, me and my dad really got into it. Like, I apologized to him, but I was like, it's awful funny the timing. For 8 months, I've been trying to get somebody to help me with that truck, and now 4 days I'm gone, and all of a sudden, what are you gonna do with the truck? I just, it wasn't that bad, but still, I love my dad, and it was just heartbreaking to know. It's painfully obvious that I'm not any of them. Maybe my nieces and nephews, but that's it. Like my mom, dad, and my sister, really obviously, all they care about is what they can get from me, and it's heartbreaking. And those secrets and those illusions that they wanted to take to their grave, every last one of them's coming out. The people we love hurt us so. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't be betrayed by a stranger. I mean, I guess technically you can, but betrayal only hurts when it comes from somebody you love. Because if somebody you don't know, then it's way easier to get over. But yeah, let's see his phone. Oh no, what'd you find? Oh. See, I learned a long time ago, if it gets to the point where you have to go behind their back to look at their phone, it's time to let it go. Because true love has trust. And trust, if you don't have trust, yeah, you may love somebody, but the relationship's over. If you gotta go through their phone behind their back, the relationship is not where it should be. Now, some people can build that trust again, build that bridge again through counseling, or if both people are authentically, genuinely trying to do better, then it's possible to rebuild. But if you are secretly going into your partner's phone, it's you're at that you're at that point where things are about to fall apart. I love you so much, Vision Goddess. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And that honestly, like, that will honestly get me through, I think, the next 3 days. Because, like, employee meals are, like, cheap. Like, so it is. Without trust, you don't, I don't know how many people, like, read the Bible or, like, believe in the Bible, but the biblical definition of love has trust in it. Like, if you don't have trust, you don't have love, like, according to the Bible. And somebody is all in their head because they knew they could trust you, and they still went against you. Even though you were the person they could trust the most in the world, and they knew that before they did this. And now it's killing them inside. The guilt is eating them alive. Could be a Scorpio or Libra, but whoever it is, whether don't get caught up on the zodiac signs, but whoever it is, I'm sorry, Sherry. I didn't want to be right, but I'm here to help. Like, and I hate delivering messages like that, but I'm not gonna sit here and like sugarcoat anything. Um, but someone is authentically. They do. They do. Deuces Karmic City. Like, I had to get out. I'm not gonna set the blow up, even though I kind of wanted to, but I didn't want to get caught in the aftermath or in the hit by the debris. I've been hit with enough. But like, don't get caught up on the signs. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio or a Libra, but there's a masculine that's utterly, authentically, and genuinely in love with you, and they're trying to figure out a way to approach you so you don't smack the fuck out of them and tell them to get on, because they know they deserve that. And if you will let this person speak their piece, and if you take it slow, you guys are going to be happier than you've ever been. You were meant to be a power couple, but both of you had to heal, as I was saying before. And this could possibly be a Leo, but if you take the time to heal and take this slow and don't just jump back into the bed, I don't care if you've had sex before or not. If you take it slow and you guys authentically get to know each other and genuinely love each other, a slow love. You deserve a slow love. You know the sex is good if you've already had it, so why rush it? um, but if you take it slow and you guys genuinely love, care, and nurture for each other, it's going to be the love of a lifetime. It's going to be what you both deserve and you both have longed for your entire lives. But you were so busy giving to fake karmic snakes that you both just kept getting walked on and walked on and walked on and walked on because you were surrounded by snakes. Like, you're eating your own family with snakes. So you didn't. It was hard for you to pick up on the bullshit. Um, but if you do this properly and you take it slow, you guys are going to spend the rest of your life genuinely happy, and you're going to look out for each other. You will never, ever have to wonder if you're loved or wonder if you're going to be taken care of ever again, because you guys will take care of each other. You will nurture each other. And as long as your faith in God stays strong, God's going to take care of you. Like, I mean, God has to come first, and then your partner, and then if you have children, your children. But you're going to get all that if you just stay patient and you keep praying and meditating and keep doing the right thing. No matter how much you've been hurt, no matter no matter how much other people have stabbed you in the back or betrayed you, if you keep that authentic, that true, genuine heart of an angel, your life is going to work out the way that you want it to. God always takes care of his own. I don't care how hard it looks or how dark it looks. The darkest hour is right before the dawn. And if you just keep persevering, that sun is going to rise for you. All right, I'm going to do one for Sherry. So do you want to know about the job or do you want to know about Michael? Well, I guess I could just do a general. Never mind. You're welcome. We're going to use the clarity tarot since you're wanting clarity. Let it go, girl. Let it go. No. I mean, step in that true Empress energy. Like, attract. You don't chase, you attract. Oh, I am 5 subscribers away from monetization. Please share my videos. Please. I've been at 9.95 for 2 days. It is so excruciating, like, to know that I'm only 5 away. So please share my videos and help me get that last 5 to get to the 1,000. Hey, give me a message for Sherry when it comes to Michael. He's petty, he's immature, and he's afraid of you too, honestly, because he knows how many lies he's told you, he knows how many illusions he's cast, and he's been lying on you. But don't take that personally because he's been doing it to all the other bitches in his chain of fools. He does it to everybody. He doesn't love himself, Sherry. That's the problem. And if you'll let it go and like love yourself for a little while, you're going to get ultimate emotional fulfillment. It may not be with him. It may be with somebody that's way better in the line of you deserve true love. And if you heal and you give yourself a chance, a man's gonna walk. He's gonna fall out of the sky. There's gonna be a man that falls out of the sky who will be 10 times better than Michael, if not 100 times better than Michael. Michael needs to heal and he needs to grow up. And as long as he's got, no offense, but as long as he's got a bitch that will pick him up off the ground, he's never going to heal and he's never going to grow up. Yeah, he's still juggling. Possibly between you and a Taurus, or you and a Scorpio, or you and a Libra. Michael's in love. Michael actually might be a true narcissist. I don't know him, you know him, but he's in love with the idea of being in love. Well, any narcissist has a chain of fools. Um, but I think the strongest one is he's juggling between you and a Taurus because that did show up. Um, but this man is like a true, authentic narcissist. Like he's in he's in love with the idea of being in love. So the minute the honeymoon, the new car smell wears off, he's looking for someone else, and he's dealing with a shitload of conflict right now. So I would stay away from him anyways because he's getting his karma. And if you let him in or you try to help him out, you're going to suffer with him in the karma. And you deserve wish fulfillment. And if you stay away from him, you'll get it. was because narcissists can't stand to lose. Like they can't stand to be called out on their bullshit, and they can't stand to lose. The minute you piss off a narcissist, you'll have an enemy the rest of your life. So if you ever publicly embarrass a narcissist, or you ever prove them wrong, or you ever they feel like you got a one up on them, you have to stay away from that person for the rest of your life because they will hate you the rest of their life. This person, he's going to try and message you, and he's going to try and use sex to get back in. So I take it he hates me now. Sherry, he hates himself. So, and anyone that like makes him, because see, a narcissist can't stand to be belittled, even though they are all about belittling other people and making other people look horrible and traumatizing other people. The minute someone gives that back to them, it's World War III, and they'll use sex as a weapon. And I think that's his intentions. I think it's what he's been doing. They use sex to get back in just so they can get your money, break your heart, or to get other people to like believe the bullshit they've said about you behind your back. There's also a Pisces. I'm telling you, every time I do a reading for you, Michael shows up as the Queen of Wands. Oh, see, that's what they do. I mean, my ex of 9 years, I really believe, I really believe, like almost all the guys I've dated since him, he sent into my life, like to target me on purpose. Like I am almost convinced of it. There's too many similarities, and 3 of the guys I've been with since him, I've been able to trace back to one of his family members, like 2 cousins and an aunt. So I know those 3 were sent into like they targeted me on purpose. Like there's no way in hell you can tell me that somebody. I'm from Indiana, and so is the guy I was with for 9 years. So you can't tell me that I just randomly met someone in Massachusetts who was friends with one of his cousins. I just randomly met somebody in Florida who was friends with his aunt, and I'm just randomly met someone in Ohio who was friends with another cousin. Like, no, that shit was they targeted me on purpose. Like, that's what narcissists do. Oh, good. And he's got some drunk bitch that's out helping him out. This Taurus is probably a drunk. And if it's not the Taurus, then it's a Cancer or a Gemini. But he's got some bitch that either is drunk all the time or high all the time, and she'll do whatever he says. So be really careful. Just stay away from Michael. I can't make this shit up. Stay away from Michael. Yeah, he's a narcissist, but for sure. And even if I'm not a doctor, so I can't clinically diagnose him as a narcissist. But if he's not a narcissist, he's a fucking drug addict, and you already know that to be true. So either way you want to look at it, he's not a good guy to be around. Not until he heals, and I can't. At this stage, he's got too many bitches that are willing to fucking pick up the pieces. So I don't see this man healing because he's got too many people that are willing to enable him. I love you, Sherry. Anybody else have a question? I think it's calmed down enough to where I can go smoke, but if I go smoke, I have to like cut this off because my phone only works on Wi-Fi right now, and we're allowed to smoke in one little corner of the property, and that one little corner, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. Okay, this is significant for somebody. There is a Taurus and a Gemini that are working together to steal, deceive, and manipulate people into believing you're a bad person. And one of either the Taurus or the Gemini, you've been as an ex-lover, and they could possibly be lovers now. And I kind of feel like that's a personal message to myself, but I threw it out there. But victory is yours. So if that resonated, victory is yours. And I know victory's mine. I already have it. And one or both of them in my story are going to, oh, thank you, I love you. But one or both of them in my story are going to go to prison. And I kind of think both of them are. But I hope the one doesn't. I hope I'm wrong and that he, honestly, because I know he's gone through the bullshit that I've gone through. And I hope she's the one that goes down because she's been doing this shit to him long before I even met him. And then shit, I've never even met her. She did shit to me. So I really hope that she goes down. But sadly, he might have to go down with her because of the way it all played out. Either way, I'm not taking any more losses. It's my winning season. Oh. Anybody else want to ask a question? All right. Let's close this out on a good note. Hopefully, we'll use the good tarot and maybe we'll get a good message. Please give me a good message to end the video on, to end this live on. Some positive news for my collective. Positive news for my collective. Four of water. So it'd be the Four of Cups. And the Messenger of Fire. There is a fire sign that really, really regrets rejecting you. Or not telling you how they feel. And now they want to tell you. They really do love you. They love you as much as you love them. And they are a massive regret. And they cry a lot in private because they really wish they would have listened to their intuition and listened to their heart and followed what they knew to be true instead of listening to a bunch of lies and bullshit. Can't make it up. The Seven of Water would be the Seven of Cups. There was someone in their life, whether it be a close friend from childhood, an ex-lover, or a family member, that told this person a lot. Oh, and by the way, I never slept with Elijah. I never kissed him. I've never done anything with Elijah. If Elijah told you that, he's fucking full of shit. I've never touched him. I'm really kind of, in my story, I really believe that's one of the reasons why the Leo that I really care about stayed away from me, is I think that his brother told him he slept with me and he didn't. Or his cousin, but I think it's his brother. Wow. Yeah. This person is really in their emotions. That's three cups or three water cards. So that somebody's really heavily in their emotions. Someone owes you an apology, and they're gonna give it to you. They know how bad. They know what you went through. They watched it from behind the scenes, and even though I don't think they were involved, they still knew what was going on, and they did. For a long time, they did nothing to help you. But I think now they are actually standing up for you behind the scenes, and you don't know about it. It could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, or Scorpio, or Sagittarius or Leo. Forbear. Yeah, this person is healing because they also got hurt a lot in this process. And it's because it could honestly be your twin, and you guys were both being targeted. Like, there was a group of people that did this together on purpose, and neither one of you knew that the other one was being targeted. Like, and they separated you guys and really tried to take both of you out because they were all jealous and envious of the connection. And they even convinced one or both of you that the other one was doing shit against you, and nothing could have been further from the truth. And I think you saw through this a long time ago, but your twin or your soulmate, they had to go through their own bullshit in order to be able to see through it. And you walking out of their life was one of the things that had to happen in order for them to wake up. Yeah, they're absolutely heartbroken now. And you're probably not too happy yourself. I mean, I think you're getting happier because you chose to heal and you chose to love yourself, but still deep down, you really miss this person and you really wish things were different. And I think if you guys both come from a place of love and genuinely listen to each other, there's hope for the future. And one of you guys sees the other one as a star. 2017 is very significant. This definitely could be your emperor. That's Aquarius, Aries, Taurus and Aries, and Taurus again. So a Taurus, Aquarius, or an Aries could be really significant. And something between the two of you happened in 2017. So 2017 is significant. Or that could have been when this whole plot to take you down began. And I know for me, fire, passion in the beginning. I know for me, 2017 was significant in the fact that, and April 17th is significant as well. But it's because that's when I started praying for the Leo that I really care about and wanting to actually have, that's when I really started wanting a marriage with him. And that's also when he told me that he couldn't do anything but have casual sex with me. He couldn't go into a relationship with me. So there's significance for me in 2017, but I don't know. Everything's going to work out for everyone's highest good that's involved. And everything works out in God's timing, not yours. And there's Aries again. There's an Aries very significant. Someone could play a French horn. Someone could be French. Someone really likes blue and somebody really likes purple. And I really think that your emperor could be a Leo, with the lion being on the emperor. But it could be Aries as well. Aquarius, Taurus, or Sagittarius. Somebody is walking away from their past and they're coming towards, they're letting go of everything that doesn't serve them anymore. They're getting on this ship and they're sailing to you. Or they're sailing to calmer waters, like possibly to you or with just by themselves. But they know all the bullshit that separated you guys. I know a Taurus male too, and he's completely black, but and completely broke my heart. But it is what it is. mine was mine was 38 when I met him, and he's 40 now, though. It's funny. That somebody's walking away from anything and everything that doesn't serve them anymore. Yeah, right. That's why I was like, you knew him as Mike, and I knew him as Brandon. That's crazy. That's funny. Because right before I moved here, I saw. I know Sherry. I'm. I know. um, but the last time I saw his BMW, it was at the tire shop that was close, like a block away from my house. I was like, oh, are you really getting your car worked on, or is that just a decoy so you could like walk around at stock and not get busted? Yeah, yeah. And the Empress, Empress. The power couple will come together, and you guys will build your empire. You just got to be patient. I think you and I are twin flames. Oh, uh, I mean, anything's possible, but I've been told by my heart and by a psychic that my twin is a Leo. I do love you though, Sherry. Don't think that I don't. But it's time to answer the call. Someone definitely plays an instrument, and music is very it's not the same. Even though you really did have me going, like I really was like convinced there for a second, but I was just getting so many downloads so quickly that I I got my wires crossed. But I think it's because I was about to make a move, and God was trying to like make sure that I knew the things I need to know, and I got too much at once, and I I didn't I didn't know. I don't know. It was just a lot, and I had a lot going on, and I was trying to. It's okay. I mean, it really is. It was meant to happen for one reason or another, and I'm not. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anyone, and I'm actually kind of. I'm glad it happened the way that it did because like it helped me to stand in my power. It helped me to like stand up for myself, like in a major way, like and to let people know that I'm not full of shit, and I'm not gonna let anyone walk over me ever again. So I'm glad it happened because now people know I'm not the one to play with. We will. We definitely will. We just gotta stay away from the ones that don't want to do nothing but use us. Because once you let someone walk on you, some very rarely will someone actually see your worth and realize what they've lost. But usually, once you let somebody walk on you, they'll just manipulate you until you let them back in, and then they'll do it all over again. It's like a repeating cycle. Does anybody have a question? Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you so much. They will never have any respect. Yeah, like once someone sees you as a doormat, it's really hard to regain, like to get respect, like for that person to respect you, because you've allowed them to treat you as if you don't deserve it, and that's bullshit. But it's the reality is some bullshit too. It's like once people think they can walk on you, they'll never have respect for you. He used me. I know this. It was yeah, and it's really hard to like get that, and especially when you're thick-headed. And us Capricorns can tend to be thick-headed, really thick-headed, especially us double Capricorns, because I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. So, and an Aries moon and an Aquarius Venus. So I've got some really strong placements. And I'm hard-headed and I'm strong-willed. So once I've made up my mind about something, it's really hard to get me to change my mind. Now I can admit I'm wrong, but it just takes. I have to go. I have to really be knocked in the head a couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and go, guys, because I've been working all day and I stink and now I smell like a wet dog. And I need to get a cigarette in and I actually need to do laundry too. So I love you so much. Thank you for everything. I don't know what the cards say for me. I didn't pull the cards for me. I pulled them for you. I love you. Please help me get my subscribers up. 5 more. All I need is 5 more for monetization. Please help me. Thanks for the likes, guys. I love you. And I will see you soon.